Where am I? Is this a dream?
Not quite, Murphy.
Then you're the big PI in the sky?
That's right, Murphy. But now is not the time for you to be here. There is a vast and malignant evil at work on the Earth, and fate, for some reason that even I cannot fathom, has chosen you to oppose it.
But why me?
I'm no more thrilled about it than you are. Nevertheless, your fate has been decided.
Tex Murphy. I'm a small-time private investigator in the big city of New San Francisco. My office isn't in the glamour districts. It's in the run-down, mutant part of the city, close to Coit Tower. A place they've been refurbishing for years, but it never seems to improve. Not exactly great for business, but it holds a strange attraction for me. I've cracked some pretty big cases over the years. You may even have heard of me. But I don't do much investigating anymore. These days, I'm known for being a man who gets things done, no matter what the cost. You got a job that pays? I'll do it. No questions asked. I can't really remember why I became a PI. Maybe I was drawn to the romance, adventure, and independence it offered. Or maybe because I believed in its code of honor. That a man can remain untarnished as others sink into a cesspool of lies, corruption, and greed. A man better than the world around him. Even a set of principles can slowly slip from your grasp. The world has a way of beating you into submission. Circumstances change. The guilty aren't always punished. Temptations become obsessions, and love can be violently taken, leaving it empty and hollow. Each day, innocence fades, and your character weakens. And that's not all at once, but a piece at a time until you can't be put back together again. You finally realize the only way to get ahead in this world is to make sure you're on the winning side, and then do anything you can to stay alive. I don't know why I'm so reflective tonight. Maybe I finally crossed the Rubicon, but that's not true either. I passed that sign miles back and didn't even pause to take a picture. Maybe I just feel extra guilty tonight for what I'm about to do. Time when I would have never agreed to do something this despicable. I can't explain why I do this, but maybe Judas would understand.
Drag him into the speeder. Look, the top window. I think we got him. Let's get out of here.
Hey, you! Over here! Finally! What was all that commotion outside anyway? Wowza! You really got a hit on the head. Remember me? Your old pal Huck? Seriously, you look clueless.
Who or what are you?
Geez, how hard did you hit your head? Well, let me reintroduce myself. I'm your Smart Alex, your personal assistant, version 1.5, fashioned 3 years ago in a factory with truly horrible working conditions you don't want to know. I'm your trusty, tech-savvy sidekick, whose primary functions include travel agent, inventory tracking and analysis, investigative advice, case notes, and I'm also a confidant and a best buddy, you gigantic oaf. Remember?
Not really.
Would you like a tutorial on my usage? Activating tutorial mode. Let's begin. Welcome to the Smart Alex interface. This is where the magic happens. This button takes you to your inventory. Items you pick up along the way can be viewed and used from here. To take a closer look at an item, select it and then click the Examine icon. The Examine feature often gives clues about the object. This is your map, where you can view your current location or warp to other locales. This icon is our handy-dandy built-in hint system. It will list tasks for each location. This is your flashlight. If you are in a particularly dark environment, you can turn on this flashlight to help you out. If you're playing in casual mode, when the beam of light from the flashlight shines on an object that needs to be picked up, the object will sparkle. This is the Look icon. If you want to look at an object without interacting with it, press this icon.
More furniture I don't recognize.
The Use icon allows you to interact with an object in the environment. The Smart Alex icon will flash in the corner, confirming an item has been picked up and placed in the inventory. To exit out of the Smart Alex game interface, click on the giant X in the middle. Let's start by picking up an item to add to the inventory. Walk over to the corner shelf and pick up the broken record.
Oh man, my Gene Autry record's broken in two.
Now let's take a look at this new addition in your inventory. Return to the Smart Alex interface and click on the inventory icon. Look, the broken record. Examine the broken record to hear a clue about what to do with it.
I'll need some glue to repair this broken record.
Exit your inventory by clicking the X in the upper right corner. Well, let's try picking up another inventory item. Navigate to the desk and pick up the bottle of glue.
It's a bottle of stupid glue.
Now open your inventory again. You now have both the broken record and the bottle of glue. Let's try combining your two inventory items. Select the broken record and drag it to one of the combination slots below. Now, select the glue and drag it to the other combination slot. I'm experiencing a sensation altogether new to me, and frankly, I love it. Success! You have now created a vinyl record.
Well, I definitely remember my Gene Autry record. It's my one stability in this crazy world.
Try using the vinyl record on your Victrola player in your office. To use an inventory item, simply point at the target, open the inventory, select an item, and then press the Use icon.
I close my eyes.
Gene Autry, the singing cowboy. Nice choice of music. One more thing. To access the pause menu, simply hit Escape. From here, you can save your game, access the main menu, explore the help section, or quit the game. Yep, that's all there is to it. Now let's get back to your actual case.
You have a fax. You have a fax. You have a fax.
What on earth is this amount of cash doing in my office? If someone was trying to hire me to do something, it probably wasn't legal. I better put this away until I know exactly why it's here.
You have a fax.
Oh boy, a fax. Well, it's another Mike and I Camera Candy comic, Key Lime Largo. I'll put this in my comic book rack. I see my credenza is still keeping dust off the floor. My friend Louie runs the Brew and Stew, and this is his personal brand of coffee. I gotta say, it packs a wallop. Yeah, it's a picture of pre-World War III San Francisco. It's my Gene Autry fake book. Whenever I'm feeling low, I can sing the songs of my hero. Oh man, this record's broken in two. The Maltese Falcon? I don't remember picking up this little souvenir. How long? Oh man, my Richie Havens signature guitar signature disappeared. That'll teach me to get an autograph with a dry erase marker. Sometimes, I wish I had a talking gumball machine as my wacky sidekick. The Colonel. He was my first real mentor in the PI business, and here he is giving me a helpful tip.
Because apparently you never learned the first rule of a PI. And never, ever betray your friends. Now, friendship goes beyond blood and race and politics. You gotta find out who your friends are, then you hold on to them.
I always get the chill of fear down my spine whenever I think of him. Blue's always useful.
Dear God.
My old trusty Victrola still seems the same. Plays my 78s. These are my credentials. They don't just give this to anyone. You have to pay a fee. These are my credentials. They don't just give this to anyone. You have to pay a fee. I sure don't remember how these holes got in the wall. They look fairly recent, judging from the debris. Who would have done this? And why? It's a note from my old friend Archie Ellis. Apparently he's out of town doing some research. When he returns, I'll need to ask him about the case we're working on.
I close my eyes and dream of one, the one I love.
No messages on the vidphone. Article on the Russian White Movement. Am I truly so bored I'm reading Russian history? It's one of my business cards, but it looks different. When did I change these? Enigma. Sounds like the story of my life. Why would I be researching this? This looks interesting. Probably a book on how to map out fun spots to visit inside your brain. Archie Ellis wrote a book? I bet this sells for pennies on eBay. Well, this happened on my first case. I was in the shootout of my life at the warehouse district. I took a bullet, and while I was recovering, I swore I was always going to use my brains before brawn. Looks like somebody's wiped my computer clean. Well, I sure don't remember how these holes got in the wall. They look fairly recent, judging from the debris. Who would have done this? And why? Looks like somebody's wiped my computer clean. Whoa, I've never seen this much money in my life. If this is my money, what were they paying me for? I certainly don't remember this piece of furniture. Looks like a genuine antique instead of something I normally get at a white elephant sale. Yeah, I remember years ago I was finishing up the latest Mike and Ike Candy Kids adventure, and I realized I devoured several chapters and it wasn't agreeing with me. I could feel my stomach churning like a volcano, and I realized I wasn't going to make it to the bathroom.
Oh, what? I'll get you, Murphy, if it is the last thing I do.
Yeah, it's kind of been a sore spot in our relationship ever since. What's up with the bed? Looks like it's for a Lothario instead of some hard-working down-on-his-luck PI. Am I going crazy here? Footrest. Picked it up at a government warehouse sale years back, but I've never had the nerve to open it all the way. Footrest. Picked it up at a government warehouse sale years back, but I've never had the nerve to open it all the way. That was from my first jackalope hunt. And it's a sitting room. Good for sitting. Yeah, San Francisco looks way different now. The door to my back storage room is locked. That's strange. Someday, I hope to collect all of the Mike and Ike Hammer comics and place them here. Oh, I had this door permanently sealed as it opened directly into my bedroom. People thought that was awfully presumptuous of me. So it wasn't a horrible dream. There are gun shell casings in a shot-out window above the electronics shop. I know I'm involved, but how? I should investigate the area and then find out if anybody else heard the commotion. Chelsea's newsstand is completely abandoned. I need to find out what happened to Chelsea. That's an empty vial. This photo was taken from the top floor of the electronics shop. Who's over there spying on me?
Where is he? He's up at the window. I think we got him.
Someone was shooting from the top of the electronics shop. No one knows these back alleys of Chandler quite like me.
He's injected himself. I don't care. Drag him into the speeder.
I think someone was getting abducted. It's the Wardenclyffe Tower, a Nikola Tesla invention. I have the strangest feeling this is related to a case I was working on.
Where is he? He's up at the window. Where's he shooting from? Look, the top window. He just shut out our headlight.
I remember speeder headlights coming down the alleyway. No one knows these back alleys of Chandler quite like me. Motor oil, the secret ingredient to Louis' Armageddon blend. Louis usually up at this time. I should ask him if he heard anything. No one knows these back alleys of Chandler quite like me. Well, looks like the dumpster escaped unscathed. Nice graffiti art. It's an electronics shop now, but it once was a boarding house for some of San Francisco's most notorious smugglers and petty criminals. Ah, it's a Mike and Ike Hammer candy comic, Citizen Candy Cane. Another Mike and Ike Hammer, Candy Cane Confidential. Sad to say, many robots and cyborgs end up down here. They get hooked on old Chihuahua motor oil, and they stumble down here looking for a fix until their lights fade out. Chelsea's newsstand is completely abandoned. I need to find out what happened to Chelsea. Closed. Yeah, this building's been a lemon for anyone who's tried to open a business here. It's closed. It's the Wardenclyffe Tower, a Nikola Tesla invention. I have the strangest feeling this is related to a case I was working on. Whoa, it's a picture of me at my office. Someone's been spying on me from the top floor of the electronics shop. You know, I never actually see anyone working on this street. Mike and Ike Hammer. Murder, my sweet. Salsa dancing is a Murphy family tradition. It's closed. Most businesses on Chandler Avenue won't open until later.